And we gotta go live.
We're not gonna use that phone?
Yeah. You should get on headphones.
Mm-hmm.
And let me add in our GarageBand. We are going live here. And if anyone's coming on, no one even knows that we exist here, so I don't expect anyone to come on this page. Let me set up our live on this real quick, and then we'll get going. By the way, if you are catching us live on Instagram or on or YouTube, welcome. This is our first time we ever done anything on here. We haven't tested it, so apologize if the audio is not good. We will check this all out later. All right, now we're just trying to get our first thing set up here to record this for our podcast side. And then we will go on Instagram here in a second, and we'll do this and make it work and see how this works as we try to do multiple mediums all at the same time. Go ahead and talk to us real quick so we see if it's working.
I'm talking now.
No, you're not working.
And I'm not working?
No, not working. No sound.
Can you fix it?
I'll try.
Can you push a button?
Okay.
And make it work?
There we go. We got it. You got it?
Yeah.
You're recording there. And let's see what we're going to do. Play some music here. There.
All right.
Okay, let's get started. We have day 7 of the COVID-19 crisis here in Pasadena, or where we live in Arcadia. And we are with you guys once again, just kind of sharing what's going on. We're not trying to get too much into all the craziness. I think you guys are probably spending too much time watching the news and listening about all the horrible things going on, and sad. It's not a lot of good. I mean, there's good things happening. I think we're seeing a lot of people do cool things and stepping up and trying to love and care for our community, not just Lash community, but just for the greater community as a whole. But we're just here to try to add a little not fresh voice, maybe
levity.
A little levity. Yeah. And just cover some things
and
go into what's happening in the industry. So
good times,
or happening in our worlds, I should say.
Good vibes.
Yeah. So we're going to share a bunch of different things. We have our show is going to continue to evolve as we try to figure this out and how we can better serve you guys. And by the way, if you guys have stuff that you want to, someone just call us Sunshine. It's so nice. Thank you, Christy.
You are sunshine.
Yes. So, sorry about the credit card. Yeah, we weren't on for 2 days in a row. First, on Tuesday, we couldn't get on because actually Instagram Live wasn't working for us. I don't know if we went to Instagram, basically prison or purgatory, but we couldn't go on if we wanted to. So we didn't. And then yesterday we were about to go on. Tess had run to do a quick errand, and then she lost her, what would you lose?
My ATM card, the card that I use for everything.
Yeah. Everything.
I was so bummed. I was so bummed when I came back. So I was like, I was no mood to be encouraging because I was like,
yeah, she was like yeah, exactly. Look, you had your face. And so we realized, okay, let's just call it a day. I mean, truth is we love coming on here and doing this, but yeah, when you're not feeling it, sometimes it's better just to pull back and not worry about it. So that's what we did. We just took 2 days off technically, I guess, and now we're back. So we're excited to see you guys. Oh, Carrie calls Mom and Pop. I'm Uncle Paul.
Oh, you Uncle Paul.
Yeah, Uncle Paul. Auntie Nay and Uncle Paul.
Auntie Nay, that's your
Auntie Nay is my sister. I don't know why I said that. That's so bizarre.
Those Freudian slips.
I know, a Freudian slip. Maybe we should take the little sun off.
No,
of
I
us.
think I like it.
You like the highlights on there?
Yeah, I do.
So
it makes your face more interesting.
Oh, good. My face is more interesting.
Funny to see your eye, the sun in it.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Okay.
You get to see a little bit of sun in my eye as we talk. We're also, by the way, guys, we're trying this today. We're doing live right now also on YouTube. So you can come see us on YouTube, and we're going to start trying to get this out on more platforms so we can help more people and get the word out. I mean, not the word. We're not the word on anything. We're
Carla,
just trying to help
you're
out.
Good. We just started. It's just a little bit of that blustery talk before we get going. So I'm glad you're here. Don't worry about being here at all.
Let's get into what we'll call the good news of the day, because there is good news. I know there's a lot of bad news, but we can focus on some of the good news and some of the positive things that are happening in our world. And I think we need both. I don't think we should be blind to what's happening in the world and just putting your head in the sand and hiding from it all. I think we need to be informed, and we have that connection here. Okay, when we're back, sorry, there's a slow connection happens here regularly for some reason. Even though connection and everything else is working well, not for Instagram.
Okay,
So
go.
anyhow, so we're going to be covering some good stuff. So first off, I thought this was kind of cool. Anheuser-Busch here in Van Nuys, they generally make beer, but right now they are making hand sanitizer for at-risk communities, and they're working alongside the Red Cross. And I think this is cool. I think it's kind of neat to see companies coming around, and we're going to see more and more of this, guys. Right? I mean, you probably have seen the stories where companies are coming around. They're making masks. They're going to making ventilators. Everyone's trying to find different ways to serve our community and help people out. And for that, we're encouraged and we're excited. And we want to share stuff when we hear like that. So that's our first bit of good news. Then I saw this, and I can't find, maybe someone who knows can share this or put it on Instagram and share it. And that is, someone decided to do a cuddly toy competition. And I thought that was really cool. That was like 2 days ago, and people were posting pictures of toys, of stuffed animals that they were putting lashes on. So
you mean like strip lashes, or like
I don't know. I don't know. It might have been both, and maybe a little bit. I only saw a few pictures, and if anyone knows about that, please let us know and say, hey, yeah, I did see it. I saw it. And there was a person behind it, and I did not write it down, and then went back looking for it. I couldn't find her. So it was kind of a bummer about that.
That would be fun. We should just lash some stuff around the house.
Yeah, lash stuff. Lash your coffee cup.
You know.
Yeah, take your husband or boyfriend and lash them, right? Oh wait, Tessa's like, you've been wanting to do that. You've been wanting to do that anyways. So anyhow, I thought that was a cool idea and something that I found to be really fun. So hopefully you guys, if you have some dead time or downtime, which I believe we all do, lashing a cuddly toy sounds like it could be a fun thing. Or maybe sitting down, if you have kids or cousins or nieces or whatever, you can do their toys and as a fun little project and say, this is what I do for a living, and I lash stuff. So that's a little fun idea. Another thing I think you guys should be looking into, and I know they have a schedule for it, so you need to go to these two pages, Revelation, or Kimber James pages. They're doing a Lash Tribe Wellness Hour. And it's not every day, and I think it's like 2 or 3 times a week.
It's like a happy hour?
It's not a happy hour. They're going to be working out together or yoga, doing just some fun things together to help encourage people, meditations and so forth. So if you're looking for something to do, go to Revelation or go to Kimber James' Instagram page. I think they have it in their bio. I didn't get a chance to look at it. But go there, check it out. And I believe they have a schedule that they posted too, that you can see when they're going to be back on. They're getting yoga instructors and other people to help you just connect with some other people for a short bit every day. So I thought that was something really kind of cool. Then
hi, my sweet Junko.
Yeah, and then Junko's here. Yeah. Junko. And then the next thing that I saw that was a cool story is I heard about this. And this is something you may want to think about doing, especially if you have kids. Is in Milwaukee, in the Milwaukee neighborhood, they had a dinosaur social distancing party. Or parade, not party, parade. So what it was is the parents and even some of the kids dressed up as dinosaurs, got those big giant dinosaurs. You see people running around and sporting events. And they basically dressed up, and they were 6 feet apart, and they did a little parade down the street or on the sidewalk, and the kids would watch from their cars. The parents would line up their kids in the cars, and they would watch the parade drive by. So it's just a fun, silly little thing to do in the community. So that's something we want to throw out there as another idea that you can maybe do in your community.
We could do a dog parade.
Or do a dog parade. Sure. With Piglet.
I just love seeing other people's dogs.
Yes, and Janelle's pugs and her.
And Courtney's, they got the smash face.
Yeah. Courtney has that smash her dog. So anyhow, so that's another idea. Doing a little parade, dinosaur parade, I guess you could call it. So that was kind of cool. Just a real quick reminder, guys, for some links that we have in our Instagram that you can utilize right now. You can watch Broadway for free for 7 days. Any Broadway musical play that you would love to see, Broadway has a website. Just go to the link in our bio, and you can go watch that, and you can see any play you want for free for 7 days, and then it becomes a paid service.
We should do that tonight.
So you can cancel it after 7 days and not pay a thing, but you can, while you're sitting at home, you can maybe go watch one of those plays. Go watch Hamilton. If you haven't seen a play yet, tell them about Hamilton, right?
Yeah, Hamilton is so good.
Okay, that's it. That's so good. It's like, it's really special. It's a really special play. It's became, would you say it's our favorite now, or is it second favorite next to?
It's a pretty big favorite.
Yeah.
I think there's other favorites there too, but it's a good one.
It's up there. It's way up there. So if you want to check that out, please do. Also, free marketing courses right now with Digital Marketer. There's a link in the bio for that. You can, if you sign up between now and March 31st, by the way, you will also get another 14 free days into April of free marketing. So you don't have to basically pay for it. And it's another service, guys, that if you right now, the number one thing I think most of you should be doing, and I shared this recently on our podcast we were on, is you need to be practicing marketing. You need to be learning about marketing. And why do you need to be learning about marketing? Because right now there's not a whole lot else you can do, right? You can practice your fans, but fan making really isn't going to help you get clients. When this all ends, the number one thing you're going to do is have to get clients again. And not all your clients may not all come back, guys. I hate to start talking negative, but it's very feasible with the economy where it's going, with the way things are happening, that a lot of people might be out of work. The economy has definitely slowed down and people will be conserving their money. And we had a quick pause. And we're back. And so
people will be conserving their money.
People will be conserving their money. And lashes are not a necessity. I still believe a lot of people will be getting them. It's not like they're going to just totally forget about them. It's really high up there on the things that women want, but there may be some drop off for us. So we need to be ready to be going and really work on our marketing so that we can get the message out. That means taking some classes. So digital marketer gives you a lot of tools like email tools, funnels, and different things that you can implement to help find new clients. And so I highly recommend you guys going out there and getting some training. You have like anywhere from 4, 6, 8, 7 weeks, whatever it is. It's going to be a lot of time. So if you start learning, take a couple of weeks to start learning the marketing. And then once you learn that marketing, then you have a couple of weeks to implement it and get it all up and going so you're ready to roll. So, and that's something I highly recommend. So check that out. And then last, there's a salon spa checklist from strategies on how to pause your salon or your spa. So check that out. There's other stuff in there. So go check it out. Highly recommend going in there and checking out all the different links. We're going to continue to try to update it regularly with new updates, new information, new stuff that you can use either to help your business or help you just be entertained and kill some time, because hopefully you're taking a little bit more time to rest too right now, because you'll never get this again. Yeah. You'll never have this. Yeah.
Okay. So I just wanted to say, is it my time?
Yeah, it's your time.
It's my time. Okay.
Crafting with Tuss.
All right. So what I did, what I've been working on, you can't see the table behind me, but it is laid out with pictures. And so basically what I did was I took a lot of pictures that I've been wanting to print for a really long time, and I sent them to Walgreens Photo, because that's usually what I do. They do a 1-hour photo, and thank goodness the Walgreens is considered essential. So you can still do a little bit of decorating and it's still considered like essential, right? So I put all the pictures that I wanted to send to the app, and it gets sent to the pharmacy. So I went down there and picked it up. And now my project is to redo the refrigerator, because our refrigerator's got pictures that are just like stuck up there with tape, and the edges are curled and turning, and nastiness on there. So I'm like, we're going to do something fun and fresh. So I'm waiting for the magnet picture frames that I ordered from Amazon. But I also got, let me show you. I got one of these, these collage picture frames. And I'm just going to put all the little pictures that I found in there. And I will show you when it's all finished, but I just want to show you some of these. And the theme of this is like just laughing at ourselves as a family. This is a really funny picture. We actually were a Korean company came and did a little piece on us that we cooked with seaweed. And
we have to share what that was all about, basically, right? You want to share about this black seaweed?
Okay, we can tell the black seaweed story. I was eating at a Korean restaurant, and a guy was in there videotaping. He's like, I'm with such and such foods from Korea, and I noticed that you're enjoying your food. Do you like seaweed? I'm like, I love seaweed. And he's like, well, can I get you saying a few words about how much you love seaweed? I said, sure. And so he's like, I really would love it. Is it possible? Do you have a family? Could we come and talk to them about seaweed? And I'm like, why not? Right. Okay. So it's kind of an adventure. And I come home and I said, okay, this camera guy's here and he's going to do
Actually, he came to our business first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he came to our business and he said, can we set up some black seaweed? It's just like little packages like you get from Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's and the little
just
packages.
Like a tray of square seasoned seaweed. And so it's like, can we put that in your salon where you serve your guests food? We're like, okay, sure. And then can we have some of your staff say that they like eating the seaweed at work? And can you have some of your clients say that too?
Oh my gosh. So then it became this huge joke that we were just totally going along with it. We're just like, yeah, we love the seaweed. And we come home. So
then he asked, can I come home and shoot your family eating the seaweed at your home? So then we come home and they give us boxes of seaweed, say, put this on your shelf so it looks like you're stocking up on the seaweed.
Can you make this popcorn and put the seaweed in it?
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
And then they say, we wanted to first get some shots of you guys with your family just hanging out, and then we'll cut to you guys being in your salon or in your house eating the seaweed. So they say, can you go outside and play soccer as a family?
Oh my God.
We never play soccer as a family.
Soccer on the front.
And so I'm out there on my front lawn with a suit on, kicking a soccer ball back and forth with my kids who are like, I don't want to play soccer. And we're saying, just do it because we're going to be on TV, guys, in Korea. We're going to be on TV.
Yeah.
So
oh my gosh, we laughed so hard. But
so we ended up being on that. And
so
then
that's a picture from that. Let's see. Oh, this is a picture of when we won for strategies. What was that we won?
We won customer loyalty.
Customer loyalty. So that was a good memory. Oh, this is a picture of Paul and his.
Well, we lost connection there. All right, we're back.
Paul and his late father. So that's Papa.
Yeah, that's my dad.
Let me show you. Okay, this is our little daughter, Fee, when she won an award for art. Let me see. Oh, this was for Mother's Day. That's my oldest son. That's me. That's my Fee. And let's see. I don't want to bore you with all these pictures.
So that's it. That's the idea is take these stuff, find your photos and get some picture frames. Actually you can't go to places like.
You can go on Amazon and they have like a pack of 20 magnetic frames that have a full on magnet backing. And it's like a plastic sleeve you can write on the outside as well for like $15, $16. You can get 20 of them. They'll get here like in 5 days or something like that. But anyway, so it's kind of a fun project. You can kind of like, relive some family memories and do stuff. Yeah.
So there you go. That's Crafting with Tuss. And we'll be back with another exciting episode of Crafting with Tuss tomorrow. All right, real quick. I want to share a business tip with you guys because I think one of the things we still want to do is to give you value. So you have, ideas, things that you can do with your business to help grow it. And there is Lindy. So one of the things that's really I want to talk about that I've been learning about, and this is from a company called StoryBrand that I highly recommend you guys following. They actually have a daily 2-3 minute video that they share that gives you all sorts of great marketing tips and business tips. And it's one of the best things out there that I've seen as far as a daily type of feed that gives you, and it's such easy bite-sized things that you can just implement real easy. So if you want to check that out, go to storybrand.com. Really cool. I'm actually reading one of their books right now. It's really a good book called Marketing Made Simple or Marketing Made Easy. Yeah, whatever. I'm mixing things up. They're called Business by, we'll just say Marketing Made Easy. So this real tip is simple. When it comes to your website, guys, one of the things that we struggle with is what to do with our website. How do we design our website? And one of the things that they really say you want to be able to do is pass what they call a grunt test. Because most people, when they're on the internet, don't have time to try to guess what your company is doing. It's really easy. Everyone's inundated with information. So when they're looking around for a lash salon, trying to find something out, they want to know immediately what your business does when they find your page. And so you don't want to be clever or cute and trying to have them guess. Like just having a picture of an eye or maybe a really clever little saying, lashes are fun. Or,
the windows to your soul. That might not be the best because is this a window place?
Yeah, windows to your soul. You're like, well, it looks like lashes, but maybe they sell windows.
Well, I think they heard him say, like, you don't, if you think about it like dating, like when you're first approaching somebody, like you don't want somebody to come up to you and be like, coffee is wonderful. And you're like, what is that? Instead, you want somebody to come up to you and say, would you like to go for coffee? You want
to know the intention.
Like if somebody just comes up to you and starts pontificating about stuff, like, we do on our website sometimes, just as clever as we can be.
Yeah, we want to keep it simple because basically people are looking for a solution to their problem. And what happens often when we build our websites, we think we're the heroes and that we think we're going to provide a great service to people. So we talk about ourselves. Hey, I can do this and I can do that. Da, 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 da. And meanwhile, people are like, oh, I don't know what you're doing or what you're selling. It looks cute. It looks beautiful. But, I'm going to look for someone who really makes it simple for me, because we really down to the core, or really at the end, just want a simple, quick, boom, I know exactly what you are. Will you solve my problem and move on to the next page? They're not looking. It's kind of like if you've ever got a phone call, right? When people call around, sometimes people do these calls and they just want whoever answers the phone first or calls them back is the person they're going to book with. They're not looking to have to wait forever to book with a salon because they don't care. They just want to find a place that can solve their problem. So same thing can be true with your website. So one of the tips that I have for you guys is really do a very simple header. The header is your headline for your title. Make sure you have a big headline on the very top of your page that says exactly what you do. Don't make it a question mark. Don't be cute. Don't make it a question or a puzzle. Just very, yes, keep it simple, stupid. Thank you, Christy. Basically, keep it simple. And let me give you a couple examples. If you go to Lashpreneur's website, right now, this is what her website says: helping lash artists start, build, and grow a thriving lash business. That's it. It's not sexy. It's not really even clever in the sense, wow, the wording was amazing. Now, she could have said something like empowering beauty through business tips. And that's not really helpful, right? Empowering beauty through business tips.
You're not really sure.
Are you a power company? Like when people don't have a lot of time and they're going to bounce onto our website, you got to tell them exactly what you do. And Tara does a great job with hers, helping lash artists start, build, and grow a thriving lash business. If you're a business owner and looking for help, you're going to see that go, oh my gosh, she helps people like me. And I am the person that matters most, by the way. The business owner, doesn't really matter that much. You're just a guide. You're just there to help assist people find what they're looking for. You're not the hero. The hero is the person on the journey, is the person who comes to your website. And this is where StoryBrand talks about. It's like they're the hero of their own story and they're trying to solve their problem. And you're coming along like Obi-Wan Kenobi as someone who's there to guide them to the solution to their problem. So you come along and you see that website. And if you're a business owner, you're like, that is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for empowering beauty professionals for the best life ever. I'm looking for someone that will help me build, grow a thriving lash business. The LashConference.com, that our page right now, what it says and we just launched it recently, it says the Lash Conference that helps you grow your business. That's it. It means simple.
Super straightforward.
It tells you it's a lash conference,
it's not sexy,
and it grows your business.
Just a simple fact.
Yeah. And so while a lot of people want to be clever and cute, we're in the beauty industry, right? We want to be that.
We're creative, right?
Yeah. Clients, you need to speak to them simply and straightforward and tell them what you can do. So when you're doing lashes, you can just say, making women more beautiful, doing lashes in Pasadena, something like that, where people go, oh, wow, they're doing lashes and they're in my town. All right, I'll give them a call. I'll look them up versus, lashing beauties for a better world and world peace or something. I don't know, whatever it is you can come up with.
Empowering women through business.
Yeah, empowering women through lashes and love.
Women-owned business, empowering others.
Yeah, those type of things are going to make people try to figure out and think for a second, and they're going to move on. People don't stay on pages very long. They're bouncing around. They're looking for the solution and moving on. So that's my tip to you guys today. Hopefully you can go back right now. If you have access to your own page without having to hire someone, you can go into the back end and you can just change your title. Just if it's something clever and cute right now, dump that and just come up with what you do as a business. Write it very simply, straightforward, and not too long here. It can't be this giant long sentence, but still make that the main point of your page when people see it. And that should help you immensely to communicate what you're doing and how you're helping people. All right, moving to the next thing. One thing that came up actually from Crystal. Okay. All right, we're back. Crystal came and gave us an idea. We're always looking for ways to make
Lash and Beauty.
Yeah, we're always looking for ways to make money, right? Because we need right now. Everyone's wondering how am I going to make money? How am I going to pay the bills? So she sent us a good idea, and I think we want to keep sharing these ideas with you guys. So if you have something you want to share, by the way, you can DM me. You can even come on here right now and share it, and obviously everyone else will see it. So this was kind of cool. She said right now grocery stores are looking for drivers. And if you're looking for something in between, you're between two jobs, obviously you close your salon for temporarily, or maybe you can't take clients because your area is shut down, whatever it is you're doing right now. I can promise you there are a lot of delivery companies and services from restaurants to grocery stores that are desperately looking for people to hire. And while you may not be very excited about that idea, guys, maybe it's just for 3, 4, 5 weeks, just to bridge you over till things get back on your feet. And if that's what you need, there's no shame right now. Right now, it's all about just taking care of business, take care of yourself.
There's pride in taking care of your family. It doesn't matter what you're doing.
Yeah, and you know, guys, in some ways, you got to think of it back in the days of the Great Depression, right? People did whatever it took to make money, and even though it was a temporary job, and maybe this is only for a month or two, but you got to be prepared for the worst and not expect, and hope for the best, but prepare for the worst. And if things slow down, and if it's 2, 3, 4 months, you know, maybe the salon, once you even come back online, things are going to be a little slow for a while people start coming back, and you just need the extra little cash. So that's another one. We have a whole bunch more. And one thing to do is I'll eventually maybe create a document of different ideas and stuff like that. And we'll put it out there for you guys as a way to look at. All right. The next thing we want to talk about is our movie review. What movie are we going to talk about today, Tess?
Well, are we going to talk about the one we watched last night?
No, we're not. We're going to talk about today's movie.
Okay.
Yeah. What?
I really liked the movie we watched last night.
Okay, well, you can just mention it. It's not a bad one. What was that?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, Mad Max.
Oh my goodness, that is a wild ride.
Yeah,
and it is a little bit visually dark, so I forget.
It's about a post-apocalyptic world. So the world's falling apart.
Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron. Oh my goodness,
it's a great movie.
In that movie.
But that was gonna be a recommendation for tomorrow. But that's okay. Let me give you the recommendation. This is a little bit more fun film, because I do think while we're trying to focus on films that are fun, Mad Max Fury Road is a pretty dark world.
It's a pretty dark world.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of people may not enjoy that world right now. We don't need a lot more darkness. We need a little bit more levity and fun. And this film is what I would call is cool. Okay. This is an action, crime, drama, comedy. So it's got a little bit of everything. It's got a little drama, got a little comedy, got a lot of action, and it's a crime film. So it's really cool. It's called Baby Driver.
Oh, Baby Driver.
And this film is got to be one of the most cool, fun films I've seen. It's from 2 years ago. I think it was 2018 it came out. It is a blast. It's basically about how it says here, the tagline, after being coerced into working for a crime boss, a young getaway driver finds himself taking part of a heist doomed to fail. And it's just basically a guy who wants out, of course, like most movies, but he's in this thing for one last big deal and how everything goes wrong. But it's such a cool, fun film. The action is amazing. And the sound and the music, because the guy has been sucked into this thing, he's got some kind of a disability. And so the way that he copes with that is by listening to music. So the way that the sound engineering in this movie is like amazing. Yeah. And it's really fun because how can I explain it? The driving in the car, it's just. The car scenes are amazing. They spent a lot of time just make sure that the driving itself is awesome. The best sequence is in the beginning of the film. So if you just want to see a cool opening sequence with cars and lots of hot rod type action, you could say it's a blast. It's worth seeing. It's the same guy. If you're fans, have ever seen Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, Edgar Wright. He's a British director, does a lot of really fun, campy, really creative kind of storytelling, outside the box type stuff. Baby Driver falls into that same camp. It's not as comedic as like Shaun of the Dead or Hot Fuzz or Scott Pilgrim, but it still has that fun playfulness to it, and it's really exciting and invigorating. And it's got a great soundtrack, and it's really fun. And John Hamm's in it. And so Kevin Spacey. Yeah, last time you'll ever see Kevin Spacey in a movie, because I think it was the second to last movie he did before his career ended because of obvious reasons. So it's really, really fun and something worth watching. So, guys, I highly recommend you guys check that out tonight, and then let me know. DM us, email us, let us know if you liked it or not. If you did not, that's okay. Not every movie's for everyone, but this one I think has a very high likability for most people to see. It's really, really cool. And I think it fell under the radar a little bit when it did come out a couple years ago. It had a decent release, but it wasn't like everyone went and saw it. So I highly recommend it. So, by the way, it's not family friendly. So if you have kids, not a movie for young kids, like teenage and older probably, but not for like 8 and 9-year-olds. They can go watch SpongeBob or something like, fun. And you can go watch your film with Baby Driver. This is Baby. It's not for babies. What a shock. All right. I think that's all we have for this episode today. I don't know if anyone had any questions. We're always open, guys. By the way, if you have a question or something you want to run by us, we're here to answer any of those questions. I know we don't really say that too much. That's just assumed. And we will always be glad to get back to that. But we're trying to focus on more of the fun, positive stuff, give you guys tips, give you some fun things to go watch and see and all that. And we'll wait for this reconnect. All right, and we're back again, and we'll just kind of make this that kind of more casual, laid-back time because you know what, guys, we all have a lot of time to kill, right? So hopefully this can be added to your repertoire of things to watch or listen to, and it will be an addition. And if not, no big deal too. We're just doing this as a little way to give back to our community every day. So with that all said, probably we'll just close in a prayer because we've been doing that. Normally in our podcast, we don't pray, but that's something we do all the time.
Special times.
And this is special times and calls for special measures.
We need some encouragement.
And I think we need some encouragement. Praying, I feel like, is always a good thing.
Okay, so I'm going to open. Will you close?
Oh, you just pray.
Okay. Father, I thank you for this time. I thank you for all of our listeners, and I ask that you would bless each and every one that's tuning in right now. Lord, you know all of our needs. You know all of our unique circumstances. You know all of our family dynamics. And we ask that you would meet our needs, Father, that you would help us find favor with our landlords, the people that we owe money to. Father, I pray that you would grant us favor with them and you would provide the means that we could continue to live without having to default, Lord. So we just look to you to provide us our sustenance, give us our daily bread. Father, I also pray that you would help us to be kind and forgiving to one another because we are cooped up and it's really hard because we're with each other and sometimes we see the ugliness in our partners and our children and it's all we can do to be civil to them. I pray that you would give us an extra measure of peace and kindness and help us. Father, you say that love covers a multitude of sins. And I pray that you would give us that love for our partners, our husbands, wives, our children. Father, I pray for special family connection during this time and those who are in deep need right now and deep loss and deep grief. God, I just pray that you would reach out, touch their hearts, give them peace, give them the hope to know that you love them and that you will provide a way for them. I pray that you would give them that faith and that encouragement. In Jesus' name, amen.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back. I believe we're planning on being back tomorrow after missing the last couple of days. So we will see you again tomorrow. Have a good